In this episode of Zero Hour, TMC MP Derek O'Brien explains what the name of the new alliance, India, communicates and how it is a big idea.
You see, the challenge was we weren't looking for a new name. We weren't looking for another abbreviation. We were actually looking for a big idea. Now, there were these complex concepts like progressive, democratic, national, developmental, inclusive, progressive. So all these different words. So we had to find a way to take these rational, complex concepts and present it in a simple, memorable, evocative way. Because as the great communications guru David Ogilvy said, unless your communication contains a big idea, it will pass like a ship in the night. And in fact, that's why INDIA is such a big idea. Like all big ideas, it's not a gimmick. And as you see in the next few weeks and months, how this big idea translates itself into 360-degree communication. So it's India, Jeetega Bharat. Now, Jeetega Bharat is the phrase which will be translated into all languages. For example, I suppose the DMK will do Jeetega Bharat, they'll come up with something in Tamil, so in Bengali, so in Marathi. So Jeetega Bharat will be translated, but India is India. And that's the name of this alliance. Indian National Development or Developmental Inclusive Alliance. Jeetega Bharat. I've spent 8 of the happiest years of my career in Ogilvy, the advertising agency, communications agency between 1984 and 1991. So this is a subject close to my heart. So the challenge in creating this kind of communication, when you take these rational concepts, is you need to find the big idea or the creative leap. So in that creative leap, you come up with INDIA. Otherwise, everything else sounds very, very complicated. And the challenge here is to take seemingly familiar words, familiar pictures, but present it in an unfamiliar way. INDIA sounds, oh, it's quite familiar. But if you present that in an unfamiliar way, then the reaction you want from those experiencing it is, wow, oh, I didn't know that. Or it kind of makes a little ping here. And that's the funda behind this. And of course, INDIA, Jeetega Bharat, was approved unanimously at the end of it all. Of course, there were other names. Of course, there were other names. Of course, there were abbreviations. Of course, there was discussion held at the Bangalore summit and some minor disagreements. But that's what makes INDIA, this group of parties, so special. We are democratic. And the other very exciting point of this entire communication is how does the competition react? What did the NDA do? Because we've pitched it. As all the leaders said at the press conference, we've pitched it as India versus NDA, India versus Modi, INDIA versus BJP. And what does the BJP do? Good, actually. This is exactly where you want the competition to be. You do, you create, they react. Every alternate Friday in the Indian Express, 0 Hour. Click on the description below to read the full article.